afternoon, Evan. How are you today, kiddo?
I'm excellent. How are you? Did
Are
you
you
miss
excellent?
me? Did you miss us?
Well, I mean, you call me every day.
Well, I
it's
missed
hard
you.
to miss you.
I missed you.
I need a place to go. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Leave me alone.
Oh, come on. You loved hearing my voice.
I do love it. I do. Big night for Evan tonight, by the way, as Max Scherzer takes the mound for the first time in 2 months for the Mets, and the Mets did far better than any Met fan wanted, or maybe not wanted, but hoped that they would do from the moment Scherzer went down to his first game back.
There's two things. Yes, they did better than I had expected. I basically said, give me 500 baseball. They went 9 games above 500. But the other thing that happened is he got back sooner than we expected.
What, he was 41 games, I guess, if my numbers are right?
Because I remember when he went down in the middle of May, I looked at it and I said to you, the All-Star break. Or realistically, the All-Star break. And to Max's credit, he came back sooner. He looks healthy. Yeah. And so not only did they overperform in the games that he missed, 41 games, 25 and 16, but he's back sooner. The only problem was, and this has nothing to do with the Mets, is that during that same period of time, the Atlanta Braves went 30-13.
Yeah, you got yourself a race. It's 3.5 now after yesterday's big win. By the way, I should tell you that Pete Alonso is going to join us in about 10 minutes here. A, to talk baseball, B, to also talk about another event that we're doing with Big Pete. So that'll be coming up in about 10 minutes. But yeah, listen, we're going into the July 4th holiday. As the lead was dwindling, no fault of the Mets, as you said, because just Atlanta's playing Yankee-like baseball, you got scared.
No, I didn't get scared.
You got scared.
No.
He got scared.
No.
She got scared. He got scared. Most of you got scared.
You tried to make
and I love it.
You tried to make me get scared.
A little bit.
That's what you tried. And I was the voice of calmness. I said, Craig, Met fans, yes, the Houston Astros kicked the Mets' ass. Yes, that happened.
It got down to 2.5 all of a sudden.
But what I said was, before Kevin Durant broke my heart, now I'm done with him. He can go F himself.
Oh, now you're done with him?
I'm done with him.
He cheated on you?
He cheated on me. I caught him having relations with another person, and now I'm done. There will be no reconciliation.
We'll get to him in a second. Go ahead.
But I looked at the series over the weekend against Texas. I looked at these games against Cincinnati and said, if I know the 2022 New York Mets, and I think I do, they're going to bounce back.
Well,
and while it hasn't been perfect and it hasn't been flawless, they responded. Your attempt at me panicking with winning 3 out of their last 4 games.
Well, listen, if Nimmo doesn't hit that first or second inning 3-run shot,
what does that mean?
You would have panicked. You would have panicked all the way through Cincinnati. Oh, that's right. Panic Central.
If a lot of things happen.
Listen, I told you I think pennant races are cute. I do. And I'm happy the Mets won yesterday. Hopefully, though, with Scherzer on the mound tonight against a guy none of us have ever heard of, Nick Lodolo, they'll win again tonight and maybe get to 4.5 and at least allow you to breathe getting ready for the All-Star break.
And get ready for the series against Atlanta next week because the Mets have a ton of games against the Atlanta Braves. And while taking care of business against a team like Cincinnati is incredibly important, they are going to see a lot of those bastards from the South, and they're going to have to beat them.
15 games left, something like that?
15, including a 5-game series at Citi Field in early August.
Yeah, well, listen, that's the season there. That much like Evan made the point last year when the Mets went down to Atlanta, and Atlanta took 3 out of 4, I think it was.
It was at Citi Field, and it was a 5-game series, and the
deal,
Braves won 3 out of 5 right before the trade deadline.
And all of a sudden, they made moves.
Yeah, that motivated them to say, hey, we're in the race. Let's go make some moves, and those moves led them to winning a freaking world championship.
Yeah, so the 5-game series in August will be the same exact thing. Take care of business, win 3 out of 5, and you lock up the division.
And I feel different about this team.
I think it's that simple.
But I feel different about this team than the team from a year ago.
Well, this team gets some clutch hits. This team gets some clutch pitching. You have a closer I think you believe in now, more so than a year ago at least. Same exact spot you're in. So, yeah. I can see why you feel differently. It's fair.
You know what else? And granted, it's a hypothetical, but why can't I say this hypothetical on the night Max Scherzer returns 48 hours after Jake actually pitched? They may have both Jacob deGrom and Max Scherzer in that series against the Braves. I got a problem with deGrom. And I know it's silly to have this problem, and I know I'm not alone in at least, I don't know, offering the opinion. But the thing that troubles most diehard Met fans is the fact that Jacob deGrom became a consistent 100-mile-per-hour plus pitcher
to the point where 20, 30 pitches a game, he's in triple digits. Well, eventually the arm's going to fall off.
Right.
He threw 101 against a single A team.
It's a concern.
Which makes him douche of the year, by the way.
Craig, it's a concern I've had for years. Ever since deGrom started throwing over 100 more than everyone else in the league combined, which started to be a thing a few years ago, my response at the time, and I'm a Jacob deGrom stan, I admit it. I love the guy.
Yeah,
right?
but he's not a finesse pitcher anymore.
No, but he can't.
I'm not saying he can't be.
He can get guys out
but
throwing 96.
But he became a power pitcher.
Well, he was always a power pitcher, but he was a power pitcher throwing 95, 96. And when it became so absurd, where he was throwing 100 and 101 on a routine basis, what I would say aloud on the air is, that's kind of concerning.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to say the same thing today I said 3 years ago, which is, that's a little concerning.
Isn't it a little douchey to do that against kids in single A?
Wait a second.
Like you're Jacob deGrom. No one's going to say you're not. Obviously, mentally, physically, emotionally, you want to throw the ball 100 miles per hour once, twice, I don't know, whatever it is, just so you've done it. Because I'm sure there's a mental hurdle before you get, that you need to get past. But you're playing against kids.
Oh, so he's got to go easy on them?
I'm saying, like, when I didn't see the game, obviously.
I did.
But I read about it.
I actually watched
6 batters, struck out 5. I think he hit a guy.
Yes.
But he's throwing against children.
Yes.
101.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
No. If your point is he needs to go easy on the kids, shut your mouth.
95's not enough.
Sorry. If your point is, hey, I don't know if this is sustainable, that's the view I've wondered about for years now. And I'm not saying definitively he's getting hurt because he throws so hard. I'm just making the same statement I made 2 years ago, which is it scares me that he throws this hard, this consistently.
But why are you throwing 101 against a single A team? These kids are not professionals.
Well,
they're never going to be professionals.
Some of them may.
Let me tell you something. If I find out that Jacob deGrom didn't buy Chick-fil-A for both squads after the game, I am no longer a fan of Jacob deGrom's.
Yeah.
Like, you can't show up at a single A game and throw high heat. Who are you?
All the kids want it. All the kids want it.
Do.
Oh, yeah. So last year when he had a rehab start, same place, Port St. Lucie, Florida, I think it was against the Cardinals, the single A affiliate of the Cardinals.
I remember he did buy dinner for them. I remember that whole story came out. They wanted Chick-fil-A.
I get that, but I'm talking about the opponents. They loved it because they had a chance to go up against an all-time great. And
why
most
would you
of
like
those
being
kids,
struck out on 3 pitches? Like, who wants that?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're facing Randy Johnson in his prime.
Yeah.
Okay?
I'd be John Kruk in the All-Star game.
All right.
I'd close my eyes and wave.
Randy comes up to you and says, Craig, big fan.
Yeah. Well,
loved you as a minor leaguer in the Phillies organization.
Well, I was a backup third baseman. I was not
a minor leaguer. And he says,
leaguer.
Craig, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to treat you like a major leaguer, or do you want me to go easy on you?
Yeah, but that conversation doesn't happen.
No, but let's say Randy had that conversation with you.
Well,
what would
if
your
I'm
response
19
be?
years old, I say bring the heat, goose.
Thank you. You proved my point.
But I'm not 19 years old. Right? And I have no chance of swinging and hitting the ball.
Those kids are. And for them.
But that conversation never happened.
It doesn't matter. Their answer would be bring the heat, Jake. I think those kids were honored to face the great Jacob deGrom. I got a real problem with it.
It'd be like when I play with my kids in the backyard, I take it easy on them because I could dominate them and they know that. So, but what's the point of that? Like, you get to a place in life, I don't need any more wins. Mm-hmm. I've got enough wins in my athletic career. Now, deGrom's still playing, so I'm not comparing, obviously, apples to apples here. But when you're Jacob effing deGrom and you have a re-up start against really what amounts to children, and you throw 101, you're like Noah Syndergaard. You're a douche. I'm sorry.
Stop.
That's what you are.
You've got to prove to yourself that you can be the guy you were prior to the injury.
And then you hit a guy?
Well, that was a slider, I think.
Come on.
Yeah, he just lost control of it slightly.
Anyway,
you know how honored that kid is? He gets to tell his kids 50 years from now, Jacob deGrom once drilled me.
Well, listen, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you rather tell your kids, I struck out against deGrom, or would you rather tell your kids, deGrom hit me?
deGrom hit me.
You're not even that, right?
Yes, because then there's that part of uncertainty of, well, maybe I would have hit him. Son, daughter, maybe I would have taken him deep. You never know.
Yeah, well, Dad, I saw the other 5 batters. They all struck out. Yeah, and by the way, did you see the ball that hit you? Now, here's the real question.
Yeah.
Does deGrom at least autograph that ball?
I'm sure he would.
Like, I still have the ball I got you that you cared nothing about, which is offensive, and we'll deal with that off air.
I lost it. I apologize.
You lost it.
I did. I misplaced
You lost it.
I misplaced it.
You threw it in the garbage.
I didn't throw it in the garbage.
But I still have the Howard Johnson autograph ball here.
Right.
Because you think nothing of it.
I love that ball.
This is beneath you.
That's not true.
This ball means nothing to you.
I love that ball.
The fact that your partner, I didn't pay for it, got you a Howard Johnson autograph ball clearly means nothing to you.
I'll tell you
Because
this.
it has sat here for a week.
That baseball that you got me means a lot more to me than that gift you gave me a year and a half ago
What
of
was
that
that?
small stars of Kevin Durant. I'll tell you, that baseball means a
Well,
hell of a lot
I mean,
more to me than that thing.
We're going to get to Kevin Durant here in a second. We got Pete Alonso joining us in a little bit. Meanwhile, I will say this. I'm not in charge of scheduling, clearly. I usually don't give a rat's ass how you schedule baseball games because there's so many of them. But the New York Yankees not playing on July 4th is effed up. It's stupid. It's wrong in every possible sense. The fact that the preeminent franchise in all of baseball is not scheduled to play on July 4th makes no sense.
And you know what made it worse? They also were scheduled not to play on Memorial Day. So they have completed the
like, what's
double
that?
play of just hate by Major League Baseball.
Now, I don't think the Yankees request to have it off.
No.
Obviously.
It's just the schedule.
And if you want to say it's some kind of weird snafu in the schedule, I guess in theory, I have to accept that. But much like the NBA makes a point, to their credit, of putting their best teams on TV on Christmas Day, right?
Yeah.
To the point where I hate it that the Knicks are no longer a Christmas Day team. Sure, NBA TV, nobody has it, right? How do the Yankees not have a game on July 4th? Like, what was I supposed to do yesterday?
Watch a different baseball game.
I don't do that.
I was going to say.
I don't do that. Baseball's so boring. I'm not watching the Pirates play the Rockies.
You could have watched Detroit against Cleveland. They played a doubleheader.
Why would I ever do that on a holiday?
Every baseball team, every single baseball team should play on the 4th of July. It's not just the Yankees. I get why we say that because we're here in New York with the flagship station of the Yankees, and you're 100% right with everything you said. I'm not disagreeing with you. But every baseball team should play on Memorial Day, on the 4th of July, and on Labor Day. Every baseball team. The Philadelphia Phillies. You know where they play? They play in Philadelphia, birthplace of our great country.
Well, that's not true.
They didn't play either.
They didn't play yesterday?
They didn't play either.
See, I don't understand that. First off, I agree. Every team should play. It's an American holiday. Baseball used to be America's pastime. Put 2 and 2 together, you get 4 every day, all day. But how is it that the New York Yankees, and I don't know who you blame. I'm not blaming the Yankees.
No, I'll tell you who to blame.
But I feel like I got robbed.
I'll tell you who to blame, Craig. Why don't you repeat after me?
No.
Rob Manfred.
Why is it Manfred's fault?
He's
not the scheduler.
He's the commissioner. It's like if we have a problem in this country, we blame our president. We say it's the president's fault.
But hold on.
Rightfully so. Buck stops here, man.
So I'm not saying you do. If you had a problem that the Jets play the AFC North, their first 4 games, the whole division, pop, 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 pop. It's not Goodell's fault.
Well, the buck stops at the top, does it not?
Yeah, but he's not the schedule maker.
It doesn't matter. He is the boss. He is the czar.
But
he
they
is
got
the
a guy
king.
that does the schedule.
Okay, well, the commissioner doesn't have a right to say the schedule maker. Hey, listen,
but it's beneath the commissioner to do that.
Really? Is it
Yes.
beneath the commissioner to fix the Yankees not playing on 4th of July? That seems like kind of a sort of major thing to take care of.
You would think that you would have some understanding that the 4th of July, while a holiday for Americans, is not a holiday for baseball teams.
It should
Right?
be.
I
Did
agree.
you see the dopey hats the Mets were wearing last night?
I saw all the hats.
Did you love those hats?
I like some of them.
It's a holiday.
I didn't like all of them. I like some of them.
Did you like the Met hat?
It's all right.
Do the Yankees get to, wear that hat for an extra day because they didn't play on the 4th of July?
That's a very interesting question.
Like tonight in Pittsburgh, do they get to wear that hat?
I don't think so. I think the only day they do that is, don't they sometimes do the Jackie Robinson jerseys if they're not playing on that day?
Yeah, sometimes they'll do it the day
like
after.
the next day, right?
Right.
I don't think they do that when it comes to the red, white, and blue
Because the
stuff.
Yankees didn't wear it on Sunday, so it's not like they did it preemptively. So the question is, would they do it tonight in
I
Pittsburgh?
don't think so, Evan.
That stinks.
Because the holiday's over.
I feel bad for you. You got hosed out of seeing the New York Yankees, the greatest team ever assembled, wear those beautiful patriotic hats. I feel bad for you.
Yeah. I feel bad that down 2-0 with 2 men on base, they couldn't hit a home run to win the game. And I got pissed about it, too.
Dude.
I know they can't win every game.
You're 58 and 22.
First off, Evan, they got 1 hit.
I understand.
Okay, number 1.
I understand.
Number 2, and I'm going back 2 days, obviously, because they didn't play yesterday. I'm enjoying just a couple of pops outside on the deck. Someone goes, oh, the Yankees are being no-hit. Like, they already won the first 2 games. Who cares?
Right, get no hit again.
Plus, they put their minor league lineup out there. Then all of a sudden, a buddy of mine says, hey, by the way, they got 2 men on, 1 out. Down 2. Heart of the order coming up.
Aaron Judge pinch hitting for Trevino. Let's
I'm
go.
like, all right, fine. I go inside. I turn the TV on. You got LeMahieu on a 3-2 pitch, pops up. You got Aaron effing Judge. Let's go. Dream season. Keep it rocking. Nothing.
Well, he walked. I mean, it's not like he struck out. He just drew a walk.
Nothing.
That's on Aaron Hicks. How about Aaron Hicks come through?
Aaron Hicks gets up.
You know, it's amazing.
AO, we call him. Automatic out.
You know who the worst is, though? Forget Aaron Hicks. How is it possible? And I know what's to complain about. You guys are on pace to win 116 games.
Yeah.
But I could make an argument. I could make this argument and win this argument, Craig, that Joey Gallo is the worst Yankee in the history of the franchise.
I'm with you on that.
I could statistically, not going to, but I could statistically make the argument that Joey Gallo, in the long, illustrious history of the New York Yankees, this includes the Highlanders. This includes the 1
Highlanders
year as the Baltimore Orioles. That's right, that Joey Gallo is the worst Yankee in the history of this franchise, and yet somehow they run him out every single day.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. I don't get it. 877-337-6666. We'll get all your calls. We got all the Durant stuff coming up because maybe I have a take on it that you haven't heard yet. Maybe I don't, but we'll talk about it. We'll get all your calls. Pete Alonso's running a little bit late. He'll join us closer to 2:30 today, and we got lots cooking. Join us, call us, lots to do. Carton and Roberts on the Fan. You have anything to read over there or no?
Nope.
Well, they just give me everything, huh? You just first day back. Kid can't even have a holiday break.
Well, your
first
voice
day back.
is strong. You were dealing with some voice issues last
Yes,
week.
I
Now we
was.
have to make you earn your money. Read everything.
Yeah, but this isn't even mine. That's yours.
Oh, well, that's just a producer error.
Coming to you live from the Town Fair Tire Studios.